In the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies. Stay tuned for Phillies baseball next. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
7 o'clock.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Aaron Judge is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
LeMahieu on at first, nobody out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Aaron Hicks is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. Two and 2 the count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
From the stretch. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Bureau, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Harper is there to put it away for out number 1. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
That is good. The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Coming to the plate now, Gio Urshela. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. From the stretch. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch made by McCutchen. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The count now at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side. And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out in the home first. Now here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And that misses ball 4, so that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Alec Bohm is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Torres at the bag. To Voigt in time for the double play. Here's Bryce Harper now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Zach Britton is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Now batter, second base.
Now in the box, DJ LeMahieu. He worked the walk to open up the ball game.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
No strike.
He waits. Now the pitch. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. Pitch is piling up. 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pop committed fastball and cheat.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Britton isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Outside, 3-0 now. Luke Voigt would be next. High in the air out to center field. Quinn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Rhys Hoskins stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So striding in, JT Realmuto, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So he got him swinging. JT Realmuto becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He swings and grounds it to short. Torres picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He hit a sac fly earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in now, Torres. First time up, he went down looking. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Weak grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is there, and it's a very quick inning as decided. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's 2 for 3. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. A ball and a strike. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Vince Velasquez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, what a dive. Wow. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The pitcher, number 54.
Left-handed hitting Brandon Belt digs in next. He drew a base on balls his first time up. No balls and a strike to count. 5 runs on only 4 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ lmannican.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. Still 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The Yanks leave 1. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Andrew McCutchen. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. High and deep to right center. After it is Hicks. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now at the plate, Alec Bohm. First pitch of the at-bat. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 2-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second. Throw gets him, 2 down. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Giancarlo Stanton will be next. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. His line includes a single and a fly ball, and 2 at-bats thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. At the plate, Luke Voigt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Boy, not even close with that one. He's behind 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
1-1 to count. Now the pitch. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Racing back the center fielder into the shrubbery and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now
into the box, Gio Urshela. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Standing in now, Torres.
The shortstop.
He grounds it sharply to third. Right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. The 0-2 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Didi Gregorius comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 3-1 pitch.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Ready for another chance? Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Sinker stays outside and is behind now. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3. Not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. After it is Hicks. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. At the plate, Roman Quinn. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Lifted down the line in left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Adam Hazley will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Phillies leave them loaded. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ranger Suarez. Gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Gary Sanchez is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Ball, that's out.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Segura fields it cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down. Two away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Aaron Judge would be next. On he pops it up. Hoskins in foul ground, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Ready now, Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
The 1-0 home.
Hey. 1-1.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to... Jordan Montgomery enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Andrew.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Line drive to left, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Now batting.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
The 1-0.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
In the dirt here. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. All even now, 2-2. Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
1-1 the count now from the stretch. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
The first baseman,
He's set. Here it comes. Rhys Hoskins started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Torres brings it in. But the throw pulls him off the bag as he can't get a foot back in time, and the run will score.
Philadelphia, the catcher.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now
Here's Didi Gregorius. It was a walk in his last trip. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. LeMahieu towards second. He's got it. Quick throw to Torres to retire the. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Aaron Hicks. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Quinn will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Luke Voigt. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. And a ball 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. And right into the shift, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And the pitch.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1. Gene Segura standing in. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Roman Quinn will be next. Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
The center fielder, number 24.
Standing in, Roman
Lopez.
Quinn. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The batter,
Scott
your
Kingery
attention,
will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kingery.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
No, that's
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. 2-0 count, the pitch.
No, inside.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The left fielder, number 22.
First offering on its way.
Andrew lmannican.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Count 1 and 2.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a check swing here, appealed down to 3rd, but Matthew Ross says he held up, ball 1. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the 2nd runner's going to hold over at 3rd, so a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. Is it?
McCutchen scores. Not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all.
Chad Green takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. To the plate now, JT Realmuto. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That's by him for strike 1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Brandon Workman has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball 2.
1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Gleyber Torres. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
3-2 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He went down on strikes last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. When he finds his spot there, 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Quinn is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's nothing. In 1. As a look, now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Gardner is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case, hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they jump ahead by 3.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
In now, DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
One ball.
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper on the run. A dive, and he brings it in. And on. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Jonathan Holder.
Didi Gregorius is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch on the way. Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw will be well laid as he reaches at first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
This is hit high and deep out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
You could tell his eyes lit up right there. He must have been looking up in the zone. A lot of guys are trying to go with that elevated heater. Caught a little bit too much of the zone with that one.
Roman Quinn tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. And that's off his leg on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Andrew Knapp will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1. Popped up. Voit is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game. Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Hicks will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he misses ball 4, so now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Fouled off.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. He's safe. The throw is offline. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Now batting, catcher.
Luis Sessa enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Now pitching.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is. Hector Neris comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. 0-1 count and the pitch. 1-1. So the Bronx Bombers find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Hard hit ball to second. So this is hauled in by the second baseman. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And there's ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Judge heads for the plate. He'll score, and the Yankees have drawn even. We're all square at 10 runs apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. At the plate, Gio Urshela. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. First and second now, 1 man out. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
2-1 to count. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The runner scores from second. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The throw, and he's tagged out at third. But they do grab the lead on the run that scored away from the play. Sir Anthony Dominguez takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. At the plate, Gleyber Torres, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. Three and one.
I got 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's the 1-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 down, runners at first and second. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. The set and the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Mike Tauchman will get.
Pinch hitting for the Yankees, number 39, Mike Tauchman.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Harper. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Jose Alvarez, a 5'11" left-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Number 52, Jose Alvarez.
At the plate now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Turned it loose on 2-0, but he popped it up over to the right side of the infield. Segura there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus. Adam Ottavino, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in Gene Segura.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24.
Now at the plate, Roman Quinn, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Mickey Moniak will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Line drive to center field. Hicks is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. LeMahieu's got it on to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
15-10 the final score here. The New York Yankees came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Luis Cessa pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.